Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Chase that, 380. Check 55 to Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. Shadow.
On first down, Brady. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Watch the pass.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, he's going to look deep for Edelman. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Brady. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. 53.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Wait, that 53.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, Alabama.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Bud Dupree able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Hey, goal 66. Hey, goal 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now this throw complete to Washington. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A couple of first downs as the football position at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, 50 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback with the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Black 30.
Check 53's Mike.
Coming in.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
26, Mike. Jacket, reload.
Watch twist. Watch rip.
To throw is Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it here. This is James White. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
A reminder, coming up tomorrow night, it's the one weekend of the year where we get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, Then Broncos and Raiders, Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and also the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game at 10:30 Eastern. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
No spacing. Double bump. Hey, high 7.
From the 44, Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All right, now, 180.
Now Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Like 20. Watch the run.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
50.
50. Mike Smith. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Hey. Alert. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
53 is the mic.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And finding Edelman underneath. That's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
To throw again on second down, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Operating from the gun, Brady. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Haywood. Check 53, Mike. Focus.
Roethlisberger will throw. To the right side, incomplete to Washington. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Ben to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Dante Moncrief past the 20, and he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Let's go. Let's go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Counter, and the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with a give to White. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Wait, that's
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go, go, go. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Wait, what do you got? Hey, hot.
Here's Brady. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the floor.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will tie things at 20 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
3 down, 3 down. 25.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 36 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Check, 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 check. Check it.
Brady gives this to White. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We own this. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, we got 55.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Patriots have moved out in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, 75 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 27 all. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Wait, that wide, 80. I'm coming up to you.
They start the drive with White. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hey, check it.
Now Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, a run from White. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
1st down, here's White. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Opting to run again here with White. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Now Brady. Buying time to his left. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. From the gun, Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get this down only to the 18. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch it. It got his man complete. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Dante Moncrief, 37 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wait, 72. Here we go.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Brady now on first down. And Watson has it right side. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Now a pass here, caught by Edelman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down now, it's White. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Slam, slam, slam. Easy.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Wait, that wide 20.
Hey, they're scared.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. New England on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Go Bandit.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? Black 30.
53, Mike. Let's go, D.
Here's Roethlisberger. Completes it to Moncrief left side. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Show that bench release and go.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Lock it back.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Ryan Switzer. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for New England, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.